Hello, my friends. My name is Joe Theodore, astrologer and teacher, and this video is all about Libra risings. So if you're a Libra rising, this video is for you. And if you're not a Libra rising, this video is also for you because obviously you're somewhat interested, hopefully, in learning a little bit about my insights into what it means to be a Libra rising. Now, if you are a Libra rising or you know any Libra risings, please leave what your experience is down in the comments. I feel like these educational series videos that I do are great for other people to learn about what other people's experiences are. So yeah, if you're comfortable doing that, please share some insights and add to the brief things that I'm going to run down today. So that being said, today I'm going to discuss just a little bit about Libra, right? Because I'm sure a lot of us already know like the main significations of Libra, perhaps, and even the first house, because the whole thing with rising signs, my friends, is the first house of self-identity, right? An ego, so to speak, or just where people see us, right? That's the first house. The first house is the self, our beingness, our body, our image, our identity. And in my practice of astrology, I utilize both traditional astrological techniques and modern astrological techniques. And for me, looking back towards the ancients most fondly, I utilize whole sign house systems. Okay? So every single quadrant, house 1 through 12, is of equal degrees in my work. So for me, yes, our ascendant degree is really what our rising degree is. The moment we were born, the ascendant is the exact degree that you were born under, which is really where the rising sign is birthed into existence. But for me, the entire first house is essentially your rising sign, right? So it makes it very easy in traditional astrology to utilize whole sign houses. So if you are a Libra rising, all of your first house, no cusps, all of your first house is Libra, right? And Libra is ruled by Venus. So whatever planet rules the first house is the ruler of your chart. Your chart ruler is Venus, right? So we always want to look to see where Venus is as well. So where is Venus in your birth chart? There is a link to that part of your life and what you are, your image, your body, your identity, right? So that's really important to recognize your chart ruler and where it is in your birth chart. Very important to tie into a story of what your rising sign is supposed to be fulfilling as far as fate and destiny is concerned. Now, Libra is cardinal, right? There's cardinal zodiac signs, there's mutable zodiac signs, and there's fixed zodiac signs. Cardinal is the first of the three, right? Because when we go in zodiacal order, based upon the element of the zodiac signs, whether fire, water, air, earth, we go cardinal, fixed, mutable. That's the chain that it goes down always. Cardinal is leadership quality. It is taking initiative, right? We're talking about being energetic. We're talking about being able to move forward and have vision, right? To be open to change too, not like in a mutable way where mutability is really very adaptable, very all over the place, can be a little chaotic. Cardinal is, we're talking about, taking charge, having vision. We're talking about leadership. We're talking about this ability to be strong within one's presence, but also not so fixed in one's view. So that's also very important to realize, but also because we're dealing with an air sign, it's a little hard to kind of really fulfill all of those check marks, to be honest, based upon what cardinal means. But it's still a cardinal sign nonetheless, my friends. So when we talk about Libra energy, we could talk about people that are very good at taking initiative in partnerships, right? So when it comes to Libra, air signs, and being a cardinal zodiac sign, we're talking about someone who has the ability to take charge when they need to be open and flexible to a degree, but to also have the vision to move forward in a very progressive way, right? Where being fixed can be more conservative, more stubborn, for example, more ideologically based and not willing to change. Where mutable energy is like they could be willing to change a little bit too much, right? Which is why it can be a little unstabling with mutable energy. It's a little unstable, okay? So Libra, as a zodiac sign, generally speaking, is usually a very likable zodiac sign, right? Libra energy is likable, social. A lot of us might know some of our best friends might have had Libra energy somewhere, you know, people who are just very open and vulnerable and very nonpartisan in a way too sometimes. People that are very diplomatic to a degree. And I'm speaking in the more positive of senses, because if we really want to flip the script on some of that stuff with Libra energy, the dark side of Libra is very dark, if you ask me. Because when you have such friendly energy like Libra, such open and accepting, and we're talking about respectful, artistic, we're talking about someone who plays by the rules, very diplomatic, always wants things to be okay, right? We're talking about Venus here. We all want pleasure and everyone to be cool, right? We all want the friend groups to get along. But if we flip the script on the dark side of that Libra energy, we're talking about the reverse. We're talking about someone who will chop your head off. We're talking about someone who is not diplomatic. We're talking about someone who does not play by the rules, you know? Someone who is not respectful, and someone who may not be likable in the end. So the shadow is always there. But generally speaking, Libra energy is Venusian. It is all about artistic acceptance. It's all about inclusiveness. It's about, we're talking about being liked. We're talking about making sure everyone's cool. We're talking about bringing people together. We're talking about love, right? And Libra risings are very much seen as angelic in a way. There's a very angelic nature to a Libra rising. If you catch the gaze of a Libra rising all by themselves, right, and they're just minding their own business, there is a peace about them, right? There is a peace about them. And people kind of may know them as someone who gets along with everybody, right? You may be someone who might have always gotten along with a lot of people, right? Or people may have just not messed with you harder than other people, you know? Like Libra risings very much have this quality about them that people are just like accepting of them, right? And that's because a lot of the times they are accepting of everybody. And to me, Libra risings are very beautiful people, right? They're very beautiful people. Now, the first house is the house of self, the house of identity, the house of our image. It is where people see us in this world. So like I said, if you caught a Libra rising off to the side and they were just by themselves, the first impression you can get is, oh, wow, they look very approachable. Oh, wow, I feel like I can ask that person that question. They seem really nice, right? There's just like a calmness to them, right? But at the same time, there's a little bit, when you get to know them, there's a little bit of an aloofness, I would say. There's a part of them that may not be very good at making their own decisions, actually. So people might know a Libra rising for someone who's indecisive, for someone who may not totally know how to take charge in a situation. And that's something they need to work on, right? Because again, Venus likes to receive. Venus likes pleasure. Venus likes to make things good. Venus likes to socialize, sure, because socialization would equate to pleasure. Where Mars in the first house, right? We're talking about Aries rising or even Scorpio rising. If you're going to look at ancient astrology, Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Mars in the first house is all about assertiveness. Like some people may not want to talk to a Scorpio rising, you know, or an Aries rising. They may look a little too intense or focused on something. And yeah, it's just the way it is with Martian energy. But Libra risings may not be good at taking that initiative. They may not be good at making those decisions, where a Scorpio rising, when put in the right circumstances, will make decisions. They will fucking do what they feel like doing, right? Same with an Aries rising. They don't need anybody to tell them what to do. But we're talking about likability with Libra. We're talking about the first house of self and identity, where people might go and know that you are someone that is likable. someone that is respectful, someone that might be artistically motivated. And you may even have steady emotions, believe it or not, even no air sign quality here, but the cardinal aspect of being steady and being someone who's diligent and being someone who can very much lead, even though you may have a hard time as a Libra rising making decisions and all that stuff, or whatever the case may be, there's still a leadership quality within you because you have this cardinal energy, and you also have this ability to be respected and this ability to be liked. So as long as you can learn how to harness your energy to be a little bit more self-empowered, then you are an unstoppable force, because nothing is better than having someone who is super liked, who can get along with everybody, who very much can play by the rules and just very much be diplomatic, and also have their groundedness and their inner strength in check. Right? So Leo risings really have to work on their ability to assert themselves, actually, for sure. And I think when they learn how to assert themselves, they will go very, very far in life. And of course, all the other elements in the birth chart mean so much involving where the rising sign can play out in one's fate and destiny. But essentially, this is where the world meets us, right? The world meets us halfway when it comes to our rising signs, guys. So that being said, I think I've said enough on Libra rising for this short video. I do hope you enjoyed this. Once again, the rising sign is where people see you. Okay? Really remember this. It's where people see you. And Libra is a beautiful zodiac sign to have in the first house, because they very much can magnetize to themselves pretty much whatever they want. But as long as they can stay stoic, as long as they can stay grounded and assertive and strong in what they want to do in this world, they'll be all right. You'll be all right. All right, my friends. Well, that's all I have for you today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.